To me, local grown is it kind of looks good from the standpoint of a tip of the iceberg looks good, but you really have to understand the undercurrents. You know what's below local grown. I would rather look at locale rather than local, and what I mean by that is I'm going to identify, you know, whether it's anything that I'm buying personally to eat produce from a produce standpoint. I'm going to identify where is the best place for that product to be grown, utilizing the least amount of inputs with the least amount of pressures, and I'm going to identify that locale, and that's where I'm going to grow my product from. To buy something that may be grown, you know, 30 miles away from you, but you happen to live in an environment where it's raining constantly and it's not a good place to grow stone fruit, you're going to be having to do different things in the field to make that environment work. Whereas if you identify a locale like California for your area where you want to buy your fruit from, we can do different things in transportation and efficiencies that you know, the way we grow fruit here will offset the transportation. So there's always a much bigger story there. Whether you're looking at a hybrid car, you can look at just the mileage that the hybrid car will develop, or what kind of mileage you get per gallon of fuel, but do we really identify with all the other things that went into making the hybrid car, whether it's the making of the batteries, the disposal of the batteries, all those things have to be taken into account. And when you're thinking just local production, you might be just looking at only the MPGs. And you're not looking at all the other things that are involved in producing that. And I think when you take the big picture, you want to identify a locale where the product is grown.